My adventures with the Aircom Soccer Republic began in August 2008, but the first competitive fixture was away to Georgia in September in Tbilisi. Well, that's where it was supposed to be, but because of a war with Russia, for them, not us, we were okay. The match was played in Germany, in Mainz. We got off to a good start. Stephen Reid set up McGeaney across and Kevin Doyle. We scored early on, and then Glenn Whelan added a second, and we thought, we're going to coast this. And then we conceded a late goal. We weren't going to do that again, surely. 2-1, but a good start. One of the great things about this job is after every game I get to talk to Giovanni Trapattoni.
In 90 minutes we deserve to win, or we deserve no lose this game.
With the ongoing work in the Aviva Stadium, our second match was also away. A very hot and sticky night in Podgorica in Montenegro. The women were suitably attired. They were so attractive they could almost have been Irish. If you go over to Ireland now, don't be expecting to be the centre of attention.
Okay, I don't expect anything of it.
We had the most blatant penalty claim that we didn't get given to us, and it ended up 0-0. We kind of came away from Montenegro, I think, reasonably happy with our 4 points on the road. One of the things we do is we interview the media also as part of this Aircom Soccer Republic website adventure.
Raymond Domenech, he can't harness the players together as well as maybe somebody else could do.
Come on, Ireland!
A Robbie Keane early goal eased our nerves against Cyprus in our first home match, but then a second goal didn't come, so we got very nervous again. Eventually we did win the match, so we ended up with 7 points and we stayed right on track. Then it was at home to Georgia, and as we weren't at war with Russia, we got to play at home. But things didn't start very well. We conceded an early goal in the first minute before some of us were in our seats and didn't realise till 10 minutes in that we were actually losing 1-0. Then we cashed in our dodgy penalty chip that you get at the start of every campaign, and Robbie Keane scored that and also added a winner 5 minutes later. 2-1 victories, 2 wins over Georgia. We had 10 points. We were looking very nice. Then it was Bulgaria at home, another early goal, but this time for us. A great free kick from Stephen Hunt. He may not be Mr. Universe, but he sure puts in a great delivery. And Richard Dunn looking for the crane that lifted him off the ground, and we were 1 up. This was it. The group was going to be decided. We could run away with it at this stage. All kinds of fantasies in our head. And then an OG from Kevin Kilban, and we suddenly thought, oh no, we're getting worried again. I knew something was happening. Everywhere we went, we met the Irish fans.
I'm really, really hot. It's like 35 degrees.
Come on, Ireland! Woo! Then it was Italy away on April 1st. The night before, I rang home to say hi to my father and gloat that I was at the match. And he tells me that Alan Shearer is the new manager of Newcastle. I went into the restaurant to tell all the journalists, and they told me, Carl, that's an April Fool's joke, you idiot. Of course it wasn't true. Well, it was Newcastle, turned out to be true. But Ireland, early on, we thought this is the match now. This is the proof of Trapattoni. And there we were, 1 man up when Pizzini smashed John O'Shea in the face. And O'Shea didn't know what was happening. And we were grand. But we suddenly then were thinking, we've 11 men against 10. We're going to win this. And then they scored. We thought, oh no, it's all going horribly wrong. Stephen Hunt didn't know what was going on. He took a smack in the head as well. They should have told him he was Maradona and sent him out for the second half. Then we equalised in the last couple of minutes. Of course, I was in the lift again. I didn't get to see it till much later that night. And we should have stolen it afterwards. I was in the dressing room area with the whole Italian backroom staff there. I'm wearing my green jersey. They're all in Italian tracksuits. And I tell you, if ever there was a room of people that hated me, well, that was definitely one of them. There might have been a couple more at other times. But 1-1 away to in Bari against Italy. We dreamt on.
Come on, you boys! Come on, you boys in green!
Then it was on to Sofia in June and Bulgaria. Another hot and sticky night when the underpants would be really tested. Richard Dunn again puts us ahead, and people will start to writing in their letters about too many repeats on RTE. Next thing then, of course, all too predictable, we concede another goal, 1-1. We could have stolen it in the end, maybe deserved to win it, but we didn't. We got our point, took it away from Bulgaria. We kept the distance between us, and we still thought that playoff spot, that's definitely ours. Then it was Cyprus away, the fixture that we dreaded the most. Too many horrible memories. And an early goal from Kevin Doyle, a great finish, set us up nicely. We thought this is going to be easy. And then, of course, Cyprus equalised. And we're thinking a point is not going to be good enough here, and it's all going to unravel like it always does. And then El Capitan, Robbie Keane, scores his 40th goal for Ireland. And if ever there's a good time to score your 40th goal, it's when there's a couple of minutes to go against Cyprus. Of course, missed that one as well. I was in the lift again. Also, one of the great things about this job is I get to put my arm around Marco Tardelli. He used to play football. all is well. Italy at Croke Park. Will we ever forget it? Glenn Whelan, he nearly wiped Ray Houghton out of the history books. He would have been long forgotten. And then, of course, the Italians equalised. And then, it's another 1-1 draw with the Italians. And last minute heading in. And there's Sean St. Ledger. And we've beaten Italy. We're going to the World Cup. We're going to surely beat Montenegro. And they won't get the result against Cyprus. And we're dancing around the place. And what happens in the corner of our eye? Gilardino, 2-2. And it's on into the playoffs. Not only do I get to meet some of my former footballing heroes like Liam Brady, I also get to meet some of my present ones also. Group 8 finished for us here against Montenegro 0-0 after the excitement of the Italy match. It was a bit of a downbeat, but we head into the playoffs a very confident, very positive side. I think we're going to do it. One of the great things is we do get to speak to the Aircom man of the match after the match. This match it was Stephen Hunt. France in the playoffs, well, it could have been worse, but it could have been an awful lot better. The seeding thing wasn't always going to be good for us. I've lots of happy memories watching France. I think one of my earliest memories is the 3-2 victory, watching that in 1981 and being aware of Platini and what a special player he was even then, and we beat them. And they had a great team then that went on to finish third in the World Cup and win the European Championship in 84 and then finish in the semi-finals again in 86. Less happy memories a few years ago when Henry scored that goal at Lansdowne Road. One of the best goals at Lansdowne Road, but unfortunately one of the ones we remember for all the wrong reasons. But this time, I think it's our turn again. So as we look back to Croke Park on Saturday night, jammy deflection, could have had a bit more luck, we could have had a goal, maybe two ourselves. So here we are now in the city of romance, and the fear is we could end up broken hearted. It's a very sad night to be here in Paris. One of the great Irish performances. We can take some heart in that, but our World Cup dreams end where Jim Morrison died, where Oscar Wilde died. Let them bury our World Cup dreams of South Africa 2010 beside them. We'll always have Paris though.
Trapattoni, Trapattoni. Come on, you boys and girls.